You got a long-standing friendship with the vice president. I just thought while you're over here, just some of your thoughts about some of the things that she's been involved with in the last few days.
Yeah, very interesting time for our country for sure, and the fact that President Biden gave that endorsement and Vice President Harris is primed to bring her energy to this campaign, and hopefully if she's on the ticket winning the election, like it's a big deal to say the least. And she represents the Bay Area. She's been a big supporter of us, and so I want to give that energy right back to her. And just excited knowing, obviously, we're representing our country here, and this is a very monumental next couple months for our country and the direction that we're headed. So hopefully this is a great way to do our part to continue unifying the country with how we, sports brings a lot of people together. And for her in this moment, knowing what's ahead, like we're just all about positive energy and optimism, knowing how divided our country is right now. So just excited for the journey ahead for her.
What's good with y'all? It's Coffee back at it. Obviously, this is an older clip some time ago. You know what I mean? Steph Curry speaking to the friendship relationship on a personal friendship level with Kamala Harris, who obviously just lost to Trump. Like I said, this is a little while back when Biden had stepped down and said, well, we're going to let Kamala run the point. You know what I mean? But you heard what Curry was talking about. He rocks with her as a friend. She reps the Bay Area, supports the Warriors and all the greatness that they've had, man. Golden State, what a run that squad had, though, right? No one wanted to believe me when they got that first ship on that run that they were having. No one, was that 14 or 15, the first one, since they've been they changed the game of basketball a little bit, the way those teams play, right? Comment if I'm right on when I say that, y'all. As always, anyone new to the channel over here, I always want to hear from the people, you feel me? We just chop it up on these news topics, sports, music, current events, all kinds of stuff over here. And basketball is a sport I follow not as closely as like the NFL, but haven't been up on it as much. But I remember those teams, they just really brought a different type of offense in the way they played the game. It was exciting, man. And I was like, they're gonna get themselves some titles, But Curry speaking, though, I love this, how he said sports could bring a lot of people together, right? It's gonna be an interesting time in our country, a lot of division. That's what I love, right? Sports and music are things that can really bring a lot of people together, right? Even in the not just American society, right, but on a global level, the fact that no matter what, except a few years when world wars were happening, it's like that for the most part, every 4 years, they're able to have Olympics and stuff like that and world championships. And it's cool to see people come together. And I just like to point out that look with that, what he was saying there, music and sports just can overcome a lot of different things. Comment your thoughts on that. But he showed up at the conference, right, with his gold medal from Paris, and thank God U.S. won that, man. Side conversation aside from what we're talking about politically here, those years when the U.S. didn't win gold, whether it was Olympics or World Championships, how's it go? Is it the FIBA? Every 2 years, right? You have the Olympics every 4, and then those basketball World Championships is every 4, but it ends up being every 2 years because of the way that the years alternate, that you get the World Championships. And there's been some times that the U.S. didn't win, and I was frustrated. Like, y'all remember the 04 team? When it was like Melo, wasn't that Melo's rookie year? AI, I forget all the players that were on the team, but I think the U.S. got bronze, and the gold game was Lithuania and Russia. I was like, what are we talking about? Like, just frustrated me, you know what I mean? We run basketball, the U.S. of A., but a lot of these national teams where basketball has become more popular, the teams play together. A national team will play together all the time and really develop chemistry together, where we're just sending 10 of our guys who are the truth, but maybe not necessarily could always come together the best some of those years that we didn't win, like that. I hate that, man. Like it frustrates the fuck out of me. I think it was Russia and Lithuania that year. I think we won the bronze. We lost to Puerto Rico. It was just crazy. It was like Melo, AI. Someone comment some of the other cats that I'm forgetting that were on those teams. And comment some other years that the U.S. dropped the ball and lost. It just, I hate it. You know what I mean? But getting back to what we're better than that. You know what I mean? But teamwork makes the dream work, I guess you could say. But anyways, he showed up to the conference with his gold medal. And we know how it went down in the books. Trump did what many thought was the unthinkable. And once again, I want to hear from everyone your thoughts. If you saw Trump winning this, or you were shocked, or you didn't know how it was going to go. Curry, though, and another star basketball player are reacting to this. And as well as a coach who was a hell of a ball player as well. Used to play somewhat of a similar style game as Curry. We're talking about Steve Kerr, right? Tap into everyone and let me know if you think that their ball game, the way they play as players, they had a similar identity as players, but they're sending out messages. And it's interesting to hear what Curry's saying. As you know, Curry and Trump kind of had it out in the past, where when that Golden State team won a title, they were like, didn't want to go, I'm going to Disney World and I'm going to the White House, right? When you win championships, or is it more the Super Bowl that I just won the Super Bowl and I'm going to Disney World, and Walt Disney's cryogenically frozen brain is buried underneath the park or whatever. You guys remember that whole fiasco though, where the Warriors are like, we don't really want to go, and then Trump withdrew the invitation, like, yo, this is an honor, and y'all are hesitating. What did they say? Going to the White House is considered a great honor for a championship team. Steph Curry is hesitating, therefore invitation is withdrawn! ! Trump was like, and then it was like, hey, we didn't want to go anyways. And it was a whole little beef, right? So Steph Curry, I like what he says here, and I want to know everyone's thoughts about it. Steve Kerr as well, and then we'll get to that other star player reacting. But I like what he says. In a sense, they're saying this is like he's extending the olive branch to Trump. So it's like he's, I said, extending the olive branch to Trump with their past issues and that whole back and forth between the Warriors team and Trump, the whole White House fiasco and all that. And no one wanted to believe me back then that team was special, that they were going to go on a run, man. They kind of changed the way basketball was played, in a sense, with that offense. Like, the team was something else, I felt. Comment and let me know if you feel the same way. But Curry said, it's a situation where Trump won. Congratulate them on a hard-fought campaign. The whole part about how this country is supposed to work is everybody supporting each other and coming with the right intentions to lead the country in the right direction. That's my hope. I don't hold any resentment or ill will. You want to see these next 4 years go great for everybody. We want accountability on that front too. So I like that. He's like, yo, I rock with Kamala Harris. Me and Trump had our past, the Warriors, that whole situation. But, just like the Warriors team fought hard and won those titles, Trump won. He won. He beat Kamala Harris. Kamala's who I wanted in. She didn't get in, but I don't have any ill will. I want to see everyone come together with good intentions. I like that, what he expressed there. Comment if you feel the same way as well. And Steve Kerr, and again, guys, for all the basketball fans out there, let me know if you feel like Kerr and Curry played a similar style of ball, if their identities as players were similar. Now, I don't know Steve Kerr's political views and all that. If you do, leave it in the comments below, as well as all your other thoughts about this video and the topics we're covering, whether it be sports or the political side of things, you know what I mean? And I got to point this out as always, to people, like my channel's in this kind of weird abyss where, the views is down and all that. And, so I hate people who do listen probably like, damn, Coffee, you sound like a broken record. I hate repeating it all the time, but I always want people to know I'm coming from an aspect, like I'm not a Trump guy. I'm not a Kamala Harris guy, or I'm just someone watching it all play out and commenting and talking with y'all out there. You know what I'm saying? But Kerr said, and again, I don't know his political beliefs. Leave it below if you do. I believe in democracy. I think the American people have spoken and voted for Trump. I want him to do well the next 4 years. I want our country to do well. He went on to also say, I believe in democracy. I believe in the will of the people. I will do everything I can to support my country and our government. I want nothing but the best for us. It's a complex world. There's a lot of interesting stuff between wars abroad, global economy that has shifted everything in terms of what it means for our citizens in their day-to-day lives. I'm well aware that I live in a bubble and I'm one of the luckiest people on earth. So I want what's best for us. I hope Trump can deliver that. So again, I'm not aware of Kerr's political views. If you are, please leave it in the comments, but you hear him. He's like saying kind of similar, sentiment to what Kerr and Curry kind of echoing, the same views. Like, hey, I want to see the best for the American people. And, hopefully Trump can deliver that. Again, Curry, that's not who he wanted Kamala to win. Trump won. They have a pass or whatever, which Kerr does in a sense, tied to the same situation as well. But, I think it was a little more personal when it came to Curry. And, this is being viewed as him extending that olive branch. But pretty interesting as well to hear Kerr say, hey, I'm lucky. I get to play this game of basketball. I live in a bubble. Well, now he's a coach, but it's not like he didn't bust his ass to get where he got, dedicating his life to the game of basketball and having that success. He worked hard for it, but still he's saying, I'm well off. You know what I mean? It feels like he was kind of pointing out that he's kind of looking more at the lives of the everyday working man, or people trying to climb that ladder of success, and what their life's like, in a sense, is what I took from what Steve Kerr was saying. Let me know what you think. But another athlete sending out a message here, and let me know what you guys make of that. Once again, for all the new people to the channel, I'm a neutral dude watching this all play out in the whole political spectrum. And we're speaking about King James, LeBron James here, who is very, supportive of Kamala Harris and, Democratic side of things. And he put this message up. I want to know what y'all think it means, and if you think it definitely is in regards to Trump's victory. And I got to point out as well, there was a video I did. I'll leave the link in the comments. Shout out to my guy, the Brentster, Mr. Brenneman. We did this video where it seemed Pat McAfee and Aaron Rodgers were taking a shot at LeBron, kind of dissing him, as well as some other individuals. Like, I'm pretty sure one of the comments was aimed at Rob Reiner, De Niro, I believe, and LeBron. My guy, the Brentster, says that they believe that he believes that it was indeed a shot at LeBron, when they were talking about athletes and celebrities being paid for by China, that a lot of these celebrities, athletes, actors, etc. are being paid. And that's where this is coming from, the things that they say in regards to the, whole political battle and all that. He said, in his opinion, he's a guy that's been supporting Coffee for a long time, and I know he pays very close attention to all this political stuff. And he said, yeah, Rodgers and McAfee that was aimed at LeBron, saying he's paid for by China. But like I was saying, in my belief in that video, again, comments, check for the link, I was like, yo, they're also dissing, I believe, Robert De Niro, who was talking about moving. And what do you guys think about all this, though? Do you guys think a lot of these celebrities are just strictly doing this to cash checks? You know what I'm saying? I get it. Everyone's out there trying to get to a bag and live their best life and take care of their family, loved ones, close friends, and leave money to the next generation of their family and all that, their legacy, right? But like De Niro, like I said, I feel like they were dissing De Niro on there as well. Like, I feel like if he indeed was doing that for a check, it was just, I don't know, man. Like, I'm kind of looking at De Niro a little different in a sense, because it was like he was really cutting a WWE promo, like talking greasy, like he wanted to find Trump and whoop his ass, and I'll leave this country if he's in office and all that. And again, I get it. I understand everyone's trying to get a bag, make money, but it's De Niro is so well off that I don't know, just some of the things he was saying, if he was strictly doing that for the money, I'm kind of looking at him kind of like, yo, come on, is that what it is, De Niro? But I don't know, maybe some people feel De Niro like that's where he's just passionate about it politically. I don't know, but I want to know what y'all think about these individuals. You know what I'm saying? And again, that video link, I'll put it in the comments. But here we go with LeBron's reaction. Like I said, the media is saying this is in regards to Trump's victory. Let me know if you believe it indeed is and what you make of it. You see the picture that he put up, and he said, heavy on my heart and mind this AM, my princess. Promise to protect you with everything I have and more. We don't need their help with a bunch of hearts. Like, do you believe that is indeed in regards to Trump winning? What do you think he's saying when he's saying that? Do you believe that McAfee and Rogers, and again, go check that video about word dissing him, saying he's bought and paid for by China. Again, shout out to my guy, the Brentster. He was like, Coffee, that's most definitely what that was. He's also a Green Bay Packers fan, as Rogers has moved on to the New Jersey Jets. I think Rogers is washed, but the Brentster was like, yo, he got us that ring. Could have got us more if we had a better front office. I mean, they definitely were contenders many, many years. But if you're new to the channel, like I said, we talk football, we talk basketball, we talk a little bit of politics, different news topics. Just we kind of talk a little bit about everything. But for the football fans out there, if you don't know, I'm diehard Bills Mafia. We got a big game tomorrow. I got to do some content on that. Seems there's a lot of reports of all these injuries and whatnot, but our front office has put us in position, to get this ring, and I think we're going to do it this year. But I'm getting a bit off topic, as I, tend to do from time to time with the run-on sentences and side convos. That's just a part of, Jay Coffee Talk, the way I rock. So what do y'all think about all this? Steph Curry and Steve Kerr's comments. Do you think that they were similar ball players? What do you think of, Golden State? The success that squad has had, and in a sense, do you agree that they kind of revolutionized the game of basketball, changed up the way people play, or teams play, the way they were running that offense and all that? Do you believe that Curry extending the olive branch, do you believe Trump will respond? Has he, and I missed it? If so, leave it in the comments. Once again, it's all about hearing from y'all. Steve Kerr's comments and LeBron, and music and sports bringing people together. The power that music and sports have, and the whole discussion of division in the US of A. But like I was saying earlier in the video, sports and music do it on a global level as well. You know what I mean? But that's going to do it for this one. Hit the comments. Let's talk about it all. I thank y'all so much for tuning in. Again, check that video out. I'll leave the link in the comments. Sub up. Look forward to talking to you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace and God bless.